Okay, Virgos, the overall energy of this reading is the Seven of Pentacles. Waiting for something to come to fruition. And waiting. Very humdrum energy. It's like, is this ever going to happen? Well, let's read on and find out what you're waiting for. And I think you're waiting for a commitment. With the Hierophant here, this is the card for Taurus. The Hierophant is very spiritual. It's about commitment. It's about traditional values, traditional morals. This is what you've been waiting for. This is in your highest energy. It's right next to the Four of Swords. You've actually, spent time on your own, dreaming, praying, meditating, healing, seeking advice from the universe. Very spiritual. Again, right next to the Hierophant, those stained glass windows. You've been doing a lot of healing here. A lot, because this Four of Swords, and those are swords of truth and clarity. And these are things that are coming to you that you're learning through your healing. It's right next to the Star card. You're healing so deeply, right down to your bare bones. This is seeing your own reflection bouncing back up at you. Remembering who you are, what you need from life, what you want from life. Very spiritual, all the stars. This is the card for Aquarius. So far in your highest energy, I have a card for Taurus and a card for Aquarius. Excuse me. I have allergies right now. So under the Hierophant is a Knight of Pentacles. Waiting and waiting and waiting for the slowest moving card in the deck to come along that has that pentacle. So you're not only waiting, you're healing. Something happened here in a relationship. You could be in the process of a divorce, or you could be letting go this energy of waiting for this commitment because it's taking forever to come in. And if it has come in, I really feel like you're waiting for this to come in, and that's what it is. And I think you're like seeking advice from the universe on how to get it to come in. I think you've been through a relationship that has ended because it never came to fruition. Either that or you're still in it and you're still waiting. But at the same time, you're healing and you're spending a lot of time to yourself. But you're remembering who you are. You're remembering what you would like from life, what would make you happy. And under the Star card, next to the Seven of Pentacles, is the Six of Swords. You are moving forward, okay? It's not the slowest card in the deck. It's probably the second slowest. But this boat does not have a motor. It's being pushed by a pole. But you're moving away from rocky waters towards smoother, calmer, peaceful waters with a lot of truth and clarity. And I think it comes from all this meditation that you're doing. And it also feels like you are like trying to draw in through this meditation what it is that you want to come into your life. And it looks like you're heading that way. It looks like it's working, but it's been a slow process. Under the Knight of Pentacles, getting this security, this offer of marriage or union between two people to happen is a Chariot. Now the Chariot is the card for Cancer. So Cancer might be strong in your chart or strong around this reading. But this is about moving forward. But this is one of the fastest moving cards in the deck. So it's like, I feel like this horse might be getting a little kick, speeding up a bit. Right under the Seven of Pentacles is this Three of Swords. It might be speeding up a bit because I think there is somebody that you're waiting to come forward, but I think they were tied up with someone else. And I think you knew it. And I think you've been waiting for them to let the other person go. With the Devil card here and the Three of Swords right next to it. The Three of Swords right under all this waiting. I think you're waiting for them to like leave another partner or something and come to you. This is the card for Capricorn. Capricorn might be strong in your chart or strong in someone else's chart around this reading. But this is bondage. I mean, it's like you've been tied to somebody that you didn't want to be tied to through someone else. But I must say, something's happening here. So it looks like this Knight of Pentacles, the slowest moving energy in the deck. And then we have the Six of Swords, which is moving along a little faster to what you want. I feel like you're manifesting this. And then we got the Chariot, which is even faster. So slow, a little faster, and then faster. And then what really stands out with the Devil card is the waving of goodbye to toxic energy here. Waving of goodbye to a third party, which actually caused you a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreaks. And this is why you've been in this healing place, this place of healing and meditating. And I think you're praying for this relationship to come to fruition still. I'm taking out the second half of this reading. There's somebody else here that is holding that Knight of Pentacles from coming in. Okay, Virgo, kind of a mixed bag here going on. Up here next to the star, all that healing. Here we have the Six of Wands. This is what you want. I know it's what you want. This is a card of engagement. This is a card of everybody seeing you together as a couple, celebrating the union of two people. That's what that wreath is all about. And all these wands coming up is everybody cheering for you in your accomplishments of love. So it's a card of engagement. You know, people, when these cards were made, people used to celebrate that way. Like, oh, yeah, they're engaged. We're going to have a big celebration, you know. Then next to this Six of, and you know, that is close to that Star card. So healing to your bare bones. But next to that Six of Wands is a Strength card, the card for Leo. Leo might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But that infinity symbol tells me that you know what you have to do if you listen to your intuition, and you're going to have to find the strength to do it, and you will find the strength to do it. So knowing what you have to do and finding the strength to do it. Now, you are healing. That is not easy. But in this instance right here with the Strength card, knowing what you have to do, I have the Tower card. The Tower card is you're going to have a head-to-head headbutting session here with this person for this to actually happen. It looks like they are going to speed things up, but I think this Tower moment's going to have to happen first. Sorry to say. This is a threatening getting out of their lives. It could be a threat of a breakup. It could be a breakup. It could be just an outright argument of sorts, and it has to do with them not. It feels like they know that you know that there is someone else. But it's almost like they promised you that they want to be with you, but they just got to tie up some loose ends with someone else. That's what it looks like. So under the Six of Wands is the Empress. This is your energy. Now, the Empress, it could be, I don't know, it could be somebody else's energy. There's a couple things with the Empress. First, well, three things that I can think of. This is one of the cards for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But it might be signify a pregnancy, might be around this reading. It could signify a baby mama. You know, it could, and it could signify your energy. If it signifies your energy, this is about how beautiful of a person you are inside. It might be part of all this healing. It might be everything I said about this card. But the Empress, male or female, if you're a parent, you're a very good parent. You're loving, you're kind, considerate, thoughtful, generous. You have so many beautiful qualities about you. So if you show up as the Empress, and I kind of feel like that it's a mixture of things with this Empress being here, you really need someone in your life that has a lot of those same qualities to bring you happiness. Now, you might see a lot of those same qualities in whoever this is that has somebody else that they've been, it looks like they're going to say goodbye. It feels like they are going to, because of all this energy of, so slow, moving a little faster, and then even faster. And it's all, I think, because of this Tower moment, doing what you know that you have to do. And under the Strength card is the Seven of Cups. Confusion and love. Of course you're confused. They're not coming forward with that pentacle. I think they promised you that. I think they were leading you to think that they will be, and however they did it. So you have all these choices. This is like, is this another one of those cups that just doesn't have room for love? You need to get to the bottom of things here. You've kind of been blocking this energy. You haven't been wanting the Tower moment. You've been blocking the confusion and love. You're trying to hold faith, is what you're trying to do, that this relationship will come together. But your heart is up. Your swords are up now. You're like in self-protection mode, because see, you've got Three of Swords over here. That's no fun. You're having to heal about this relationship. You have some deep healing to do here. The blindfold's on, but that tells me it's like you're protecting your heart here by not dealing with the situation. But we have the Strength card, and that is actually taking the blindfold off, knowing what you have to do and doing it, and that is dealing with it. But you've been in this energy of not dealing with it. So under the Empress is the Nine of Pentacles. This can be your energy, Virgo. This is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. In many readings, it's heavy earth energy. Knight of Pentacles can be heavy earth energy. This is being self-confident and self-assured, stable, secure in yourself. This is right under the card of the Empress. So I feel like you do have the capability. It's not like you have to have somebody in your life. There's people out there who have to have somebody in their life. You're not one of those, but you would really like this person to be in your life and to follow through with whatever promises they've made to you. But it looks like they may be following through, but not until after this time. Why did they make that happen? And it seems like it's going to have to get to that point. Right next to this Nine of Pentacles, who you are. This is who you are. I want you to take a look at that. Because male or female, very self-confident, self-assured, stable, and with lots of beautiful qualities. You're a very special person, and you deserve to be treated that way. And under all this confusion, which is attached to your energy, there also could be a baby mama involved or something in this. Could be the third party. Under the Seven of Cups, that confusion and love, thoughts. And next to this Nine of Pentacles, it's like mental torture. All these thoughts going through your head every time you have a moment alone. And you're like, oh, what's going on here? Where's the love? What's happening? These thoughts are continuous. And it is about the love. Where is it? They said they were coming forward, right? That's how I feel here. And it's right next to this Ten of Pentacles. And this is one of the reasons you didn't want to deal with this Tower moment about the love. It looks like you're going to have to, and it looks like you're going to because you know you're going to have to, because you're tired of waiting. That's the surrounding energy. And waiting forever. And so we have the Ten of Pentacles. This is what you expected, okay? This is what you thought was going to happen. See all those pentacles, how slow they are to get there. I'm waiting for those pentacles to come to fruition. This is coming to fruition. The coming of. So, happy family. Couple pets. There's a child here. There's extended family. This is marriage, security, stability, groundedness, together. So this is what you've been up in your head about. Okay, so what I get from this whole reading here is that there's someone in your life who has led you to believe that they're going to leave somebody behind and come towards you and have a happy home and happy family with you and be committed to you. Well, it's taking so much time, you're ready to give this up. And so your intuition is telling you it's time to come forward and confront them, okay? And out of that confrontation, things start to speed up here. So I see the devil, waving goodbye here, this toxic energy with that third person, which is very toxic in your life. Waving goodbye really stands out. And I really think they are. I think they're going to speed things up. And I think you might get your 10 of Pentacles. This is what you've been praying for. I think you're manifesting this, but not without taking some action.